Going on YouTube. In this video I'm going to show you what I use to play games on PC. I don't think a whole lot has changed since my last setup video, but my subscriber total has more than doubled since my last video, so I'll fill in my new subscribers. Let's start with the basics. My mouse is the CM Storm Zornet. I like this mouse because first, it's inexpensive. It's only $23. I've had this for the better part of a year and it's still held up extremely well. This mouse is small, allowing me to claw grip it. I have my palm resting on the table while I manipulate the mouse with my fingers. And this is different from a palm grip where using the palm grip, your hand covers the entire surface of the mouse, and that's easier to do with a larger mouse like the Death Adder. This mouse has a ring finger holder, so if this is your first gaming mouse, it might take a little bit of getting used to because it's not how like regular mice are made. And the DPI only goes up to 2000, but that's more than enough for 1080p gaming. If you're gaming at 1440p or 4K, you might want to have a little bit higher DPI. It only has 2 side buttons, but those are the only buttons that I need. The polling rate only goes to about 500, but I don't know, like I've tried a 1000 Hertz polling rate Death Adder and I haven't really noticed much of a difference in the games that I play. Moving on, my keyboard is the CM Storm Quick Fire Rapid, or CM Storm has a lot of keyboard names and I get them all confused. There's like the Quickfire TK, which is the same thing but backlit, so this is probably the CM Storm Quickfire Rapid. It has Cherry MX Black switches, so it has a linear key press. It has 50 grams of actuation force, meaning it pushes back on you. It takes a lot more force to press down than like your standard membrane keyboard, and to be fair, I don't really like Cherry MX Black as much as Cherry MX Blue. My brother uses my Cherry MX Blue keyboard for League of Legends. So in future, I think I'm not going to get a Cherry MX Black keyboard. And this keyboard is 10 keyless. It doesn't have the extended 10 key region. I like it so that it reduces desk clutter and I can keep my WASD hand closer to my mousing hand. Oh wait, my mouse is supported by this CM Storm Scorpion bungee, so the cords are not part of my uncable managed mess behind my monitors. You guys don't want to see that, you'll make fun of me. Moving on, I use this Razer Orbweaver mechanical keyboard keypad thingy for games like Skyrim and Fallout and RPGs where I use like buttons 1 through 8 to quickly move between spells and stuff, and I can pull up my journal and maps and magic menu things really quickly. I don't use this for shooters because there's really not too much of a point. You don't really need that many buttons for shooters. You can set different profiles for different games, but generally I just stick to RPGs and RTSs. I don't play a lot of MOBAs, but MOBAs and MMORPGs definitely would benefit from the Razer Orbweaver. These are Cherry MX Blues. These are, I believe, the most common type of mechanical key switch. These are found on the Razer Orbweaver, and they have 2 levels of actuation. The first is the click that you'll hear, but that's not when the key actually actuates. When you actually actuate, you'll get a tactile feedback response. My mouse pad is the SteelSeries. Everybody knows the SteelSeries mouse pads. These are great. They're only 10 bucks too. And I have a Razer, what is this called? The Razer Gladius Extended here because when I game, I don't like my forearm sticking to my table surface. I didn't spread WD-40 all over my table surface, so it's pretty, especially in summer when your arm gets sweaty, it reduces the amount of stick and I can glide pretty easily over my mousing surface. And moving on, my headset. I got these for sale on Black Friday, and these are, it's such an obscure company. I think it's called Symphonized, but the headset is made out of wood, and these are supposed to be really good for sound resonation. And I like how the the headband area has padding here that cuts off in the middle, and that's great because it doesn't grind into the top of my head like some other headsets that I've used before, but these were only $60, and these are super aural, meaning that they sit on top of your ears as opposed to cupping around your ears, and that's great because I got some really thin glasses that replaced my pretty thick glasses from before. And before I used these headphones, I used the Astro A40s, and these are great by themselves. The build quality is pretty good, but I mean, you're talking double the price for sound that's not nearly as good as these headsets. So I will later on do a full gaming headset buyer's guide so you have a better idea of what to buy for gaming headsets. My controllers, the Xbox One controller doesn't have a Windows driver, but I haven't even played the Xbox One once. But I have been using the DualShock 4 for games like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and this is a great controller. It's not as compressed as the DualShock 3, so the inline layout of the thumbsticks doesn't bother me as much as it did previously. Okay, so what else do we want to show them on the desk? This is, well, I have a dual monitor stand here that I drilled a hole into my desk to mount so that I don't have the bulky base over my desk. And I haven't found a triple monitor stand to my liking, so that's why I use a dual monitor stand. And move over. That's why I use a dual monitor stand and a single monitor arm over there. And let's see, what else do I have on my desk usually? Oh yes, NVIDIA 3D Vision glasses. Guys, if you have a 144 Hz monitor or a 120 Hz monitor that is NVIDIA 3D Vision capable, I highly recommend you get a set of NVIDIA 3D Vision glasses and the IR transmitter. And, well, let's finish up with the monitors. My monitors are the Asus 144 Hz monitors. And these, I mean, I think these are the best gaming monitors for the money for PC gaming right now. There is the BenQ option. It has like 144 Hz refresh rate, same as the Asus one. But, I mean, the BenQ one is gaming branded. Some people might argue that the BenQ one has better color. Probably, I don't know, I haven't seen it in person. But you can't go wrong with whatever monitor you decide to get, the Asus 144 Hz one or the BenQ 144 Hz monitor. What else did I miss? Oh, I missed my sound solution. What I'm using for my sound card is an Asus Zonar U3 USB sound card. I don't have a PCIe sound card in my build. I used to use a Creative sound card, but I didn't like the virtualization. I used the Asus Zonar sound card for not so much the amp or the sound quality, but because of the surround virtualization, 7.1 channel surround virtualization. And this is pretty in line with the tier of headset that I have, because you want to have your sound solution tier be similar to your headset tier. It doesn't make sense to have a $300 headset and use onboard audio, but in turn it also doesn't make sense to buy a $200 sound card and use iPod earbuds. So let me think extremely quickly if there is anything about what I have on my desk that I'm missing. Oh yes, what do I use to record my commentaries? What I use to record my commentaries is the Blue Snowball Ice, and my best take on this microphone is that it's okay. I think it's a good starter microphone, but for those who are more experienced with recording, I would recommend either the Blue Yeti or the Audio-Technica microphone. Moving forward, when I get 20,000 subscribers, I'll probably get the Audio-Technica microphone. I record my live action videos with the Samsung Galaxy S3, and you're not going to see that in this video because I'm recording with it right now. But I love this phone. I've had it for more than a year, and I'm still finding new things about it all the time. What is my desk constructed out of? I don't know the exact material, but it's a 4x3 dining table from Value City Furniture. Some people have asked me for my desk dimensions before, but I mean, this is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this setup tour.